slightly different location this week. Been down to the Cotswolds, Stow on the Wold, for a week. Had a couple of tough weeks, just with a few sort of personal sort of things that have been quite sad over the last couple of weeks. So it was good to get away. Good to get some, I suppose, different scenery, and get out of the house for a week or so and train on some different roads, some new trails, different areas. So yeah, I've been down here for a week, spent quite a bit of time in and around the Cotswolds, so I do love it down here. So came down with Louise and spent Monday to Friday this week before coming back for a TT at the weekend. So so we came down on Monday. I did actually on Monday, it was our anniversary, so we came down on the Monday. I actually trained in the morning, so I did sort of the bike session in the morning at home on the turbo, and then do a run on the trails at home before heading down to the Cotswolds. So Tuesday was really the first day I got out and ran. So I just ran down to one of the local villages, found a sort of a small local village park or playing field to run on. So unlike I struggled to find a couple of flattish areas like I have at home in terms of the parks and things and the school fields that I run on to do my sessions, but managed to find a little village park and did sort of like a pyramid session, so a 90, 60, 30, so 90 seconds, 60 seconds and 30 second efforts. Between the 90 and the 60, I've got a 60 second recovery, and then between the 60 and the 30, I've got a 30 second recovery. After the 30 seconds, then go back into sort of a 90 second recovery before then going 90, 60, 30 again. So I did 5 sets of those. Good session. It's good to have that sort of change of speed as well. Sometimes, or previously before I started working with my coach Simon, I do a lot of sort of repetitions, but generally the same length. So he does a lot of stuff where I mix it up, which I find is really good, because obviously when you're racing, you can have bursts of speed and things like that, and it's never, I suppose, always sort of even paced as such because of the terrains and the courses that you race on. But so did that, and then sort of Tuesday afternoon after we went out, had some coffees, went for a drink, bit of a walk, and then Tuesday sort of late afternoon, early evening, just went out for a steady hour on the bike. So that was really good, sort of ticked off the first day. Wednesday, again, unfortunately not having the turbo trainer with me, I don't like doing a lot of my bike efforts on the road. I always find that quite difficult. Never seem to be able to sort of manage the power as well, and I haven't got a power meter on the winter bike that I bought with me, but so I just did I think they were 7 times 5 minute efforts with 4 minutes recovery, and adjusted them to feel really. So I did those out on the road. It's an hour and a half session, so I did that sort of Wednesday morning out on the roads. Tried to find some fairly reasonable sort of flattish roads, but they were a bit twisty turny, to be fair. So just had a good effort really. Just tried to ride hard. Obviously use the recoveries to just ease off the pace, and a bit difficult when you ride into watts, but I just treated it sort of like I do with my running sessions really, and just went on feel and effort, which is sometimes it's quite good actually, just to ride to that rather than always fixated on power all of the time. And then steady run then on Wednesday evening, and that was my 2 bike sessions done for the week. Then on the Thursday, I then did a sort of run session in the morning. Again, one of the strange session where I was sort of a long efforts and some short efforts. So 2 9-minute sort of tempos, with I think it was a minute recovery between. So it was 9 minutes, 1 minute recovery, 9 minutes, and then straight into 4 by 1 minutes with 30 second recovery. Again, just that change of pace really, and that was sort of on a different field, a little bit not undulating, but it was on a hillside. So half the lap was on quite a nice downhill, and the other half coming back up. So it actually made me work really hard. and then just a steady ride again on Thursday sort of evening. And luckily got caught in the rain, but I was only out for just over an hour, so just nice and steady. Again, a little bit of a hillier ride, which is actually quite good because I think Bilbao, where I'm racing in a couple of weeks, that's got a real good sort of kick in it, and on that sort of duathlon. So I think it's a 5% average, but I'm sure I've read it goes up to 15% at times. So I'm hoping that that course suits me well. So yeah, again, nice to get out. It's good to train in different areas. I've never really done any warm weather training. I know my cycling club next year are going out to Mallorca for a week or so. I think it's around April time next year for a bit of training, and I think Western Temper, my running club, I think they're looking to do something overseas in sort of January, February time. But yeah, I've never done any sort of formal overseas training or anything like that. Maybe it's something to look at moving forward. So I've got a couple of races left of the season now. I've got time trial this weekend, and then I've also got a race, I suppose, the European Duathlon in 2 weeks on a fly out on, I think it's the 15th of September, and then the weekend after that I've got the 6-stage road relays, so I'll do that, and then I think what I'll have then is a couple of weeks off after that. And then look at doing some sort of duathlons into the autumn. I think there's a nice one actually down this way at Bourton on the Water in October, a little sprint duathlon, so I might look at doing that and travel down and do that. So yeah, so looking forward to one more hard week of training. So next week, back at work next week, so I've got that next week. So 2 more hard run sessions, 2 more hard bike sessions. My long runs are now tapering down, so I did a 12 mile last week instead of the normal sort of 16, so I've got 10 mile I think this weekend and 8 mile the weekend before I fly out. So yeah, slowly coming down on the volume, and I think the bike sessions now, the program that I follow, they're starting to get a little bit more longer recoveries, a little bit more sort of race specific, so that'll gear me up hopefully to go well on the bike course in Bilbao. So yeah, looking forward to that, and yeah, just hopefully can tick off the final week now, and hopefully stay injury free, stay healthy, and look forward to seeing a few of you out there in Spain hopefully, and keep safe, train well, and like and subscribe.